The Simulation and Training Technology Center is new to me, but they're down in Orlando. We've had them for about a little over a year. This is one area that if we talk about Santos, we talk about that type of modeling where it can help us here, right? So I think it's getting at the fidelity of the avatars that can apply to the research to develop the R&D that we're doing here in NATIC, as well as the R&D that the director down there, Matt Clark's doing, particularly in the medical research area. I think that'll be very important.
My remit as the product manager is really to ensure that all of our soldiers have the right levels of protection, not only to ensure their survivability, but in a form factor that improves their mobility, which additionally improves their survivability, but also enhances their lethality on the battlefield. That's really what we do here at Product Manager Soldier Protective Equipment. And I appreciate the opportunity to speak in this venue. As you know, we rely heavily on industry, academia, and our government labs to improve technologies that help us do our job.
These young ladies have spent 22 weeks at Fort Benning wearing legacy, ill-fitting, sometimes not fitting equipment. And as I've been able to participate this week in this evaluation, I've gotten to talk one-on-one with these soldiers. And I want to tell you, the awe that they are expressing and their maneuverability is unreal. The fact that I am a 5'3", 320-pound female, the kit that I am wearing for the very first time in my 13 years of service, I am wearing an extra small, short vest. I can sit down for an hour and stand back up and feel my legs because I don't have plates sitting on my legs. So the fact that this equipment is available to me, I mean, just from a personal perspective, I'm in awe as much as these soldiers are.
We're also passionate here. It's a research university. We actually have a lot of people that have deployed. We have combat deployments to Ramadi and to Northeast Afghanistan. So there's a lot of real operational use here at the Iowa Technology Institute. So we share your passion.
Models and simulation are supposed to inform decision making, whether it's acquisition or even operational. And if we can't even get past the credibility barrier or the present a level of authenticity, we're failing. And so it's important to present something closer to real human behavior so we have meaningful and credible impact such that military decision making is affected by the human, and that we identify policy levers focusing on the human that actually improve human readiness.
The fatality rate for females in theater, in the combat zones, we have OEF, that's Afghanistan, OIF, Iraq. The death rates are higher than compared to the male counterparts. What we do know with the female in terms of the bodily injuries that are being incurred, it's in the abdomen area or in the chest area. So the Human Summit conference that we're having in terms of body armor, et cetera, is very relevant here. Are we protecting the abdomen correctly, and or how's the body armor fitting?
So human being is equipped with varied versions piece of kit, in this case body armor, and we're assessing the effects of that element, minimizing the variables, and in a scenario run hundreds of times by others. And so we can aggregate those lessons learned over time. But additionally, those metrics become part of a database. And so the attributes of a completely virtual avatar, a virtual human, can take those metrics learned, and then it can affect them in a virtual simulated entity. So they become a part of that authoritative database of empirical performance models that we couldn't really develop in other ways.